Hi everyone, Keith here. Hey, just wanted to go over something real quick, and that is, very simply put, who is to say one cannot draw up one's own constitution? We all discuss this thing about the organic constitution, this constitution, and that constitution, and whether we actually belong to the constitution or the constitution belongs to us, um, this and that. So if you have a question, why not make your own? There's plenty of different examples out there. You got the Magna Carta, you got Constitution of other countries, you got the Constitution of the United States, you got the Constitution of the United States of America, you got the Constitution of the United States for America. Um, all these different constitutions, and all you got to do is put it in your own words. Define it yourself. Put your opinion down. And so today we're gonna look at that word Constitution. And so I Googled it, and the first thing that came up on Google, it says Constitution. It says it's a noun. A body of fundamental principles or established precedents according to which a state or other organization is acknowledged to be governed. Then it has synonyms: charter, social code, law, bill of rights, rules, regulations, fundamental principles. And then it says, in quotes, the Constitution guarantees our rights. And then, number two, again, still under noun, it says the composition of something, the genetic constitution of a species. Synonyms: composition, makeup, structure, construction, arrangement, configuration, formation, anatomy. And then here it has in quotes the chemical constitution of the dye. Okay. Then, if we look under Black's Law, 4th edition, page 384, says Constitution, the organic and fundamental law of a nation or state, which may be written or unwritten, establishing the character and conception of its government, laying the basic principles to which its internal life is to be conformed, organizing the government and regulating, distributing, and limiting the functions of its different departments, and prescribing the extent and manner of the exercise of sovereign powers. A charter of government deriving its whole authority from the governed. And we're going to take a look at that again here, along with something we said that was mentioned in this first definition that we Googled. Then it says, in a more general sense, any fundamental or important law or edict, as the novel constitutions of Justinian and the constitutions of Clarendon. Those are just two different constitutions that I was referring to, other than just the U.S. Constitution or the Constitution of the United States or the Constitution of the United States of America, blah, blah, blah. There's more than just one, and we have to understand that we can take a look at all of these sources and use them as foundation for our own. And then it says, Constitution, in American law, the written instrument. Remember that word, instrument. It didn't say the written document. It says the written instrument, meaning a financial document, agreed upon by the people of the Union or of a particular state as the absolute rule of action and decision for all departments and officers of the government in respect to all the points covered by it, which must control until it shall be changed by the authority which established it, and in opposition to which any act or ordinance of any such department or officer is null and void. So understand this. The written instrument agreed upon by the people. If you didn't agree upon it, which means you didn't sign it, that's verification that you agreed, is your signature. If that document doesn't have your signature on it, then did you really agree to it? That's where the other instruments come in. Driver's license, birth certificate, bank accounts, loans, mortgages. Those are all instruments, financial documents. The birth certificate is a financial document, which is a fraud from the start because it's not a true financial document with two signatures. Two qualified and verifying signatures to that actual contract coming of the meeting of the minds. So, back up to this first one, it says a body of fundamental principles or established precedents according to which a state or other organization is acknowledged to be governed. And remember, that Constitution that most people refer to, whether it be whichever one, in regards to the United States of America, United States for America, guarantees everyone's First Amendment, and in that First Amendment, they discuss the freedom of association. A body of fundamental principles or established precedents according to which a state or other organization, an organization, remember, is the same thing as an association. And you have a freedom of association, freedom of organization. You don't have to live your life so unorganized that you have to follow the Department of Motor Vehicle rules, the government health program rules, the government income tax rules at all. We have a system of free trade and barter. If you can live your life without their fake money, then do it. Most of you can't, though. You're caught up in that 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10, for the love of money is the root of all evil. You've come to depend on money. Sad to say. Anyway, then we go back down here and we look at this thing. It says, establishing the character and conception of its government. This is the one in Black's Fourth. The organic and fundamental law of a nation or state, which may be written or unwritten. Written or unwritten. Remember, this goes back to everybody has a belief, and they have a right to their own beliefs. Everybody makes their own choice, and they have the right to make their own choices. And anybody can change their mind anytime they want for any reason, because they have a right to do so. Laying the basic principles to which its internal life is to be conformed. Organizing the government. Laying the basic principles to which its internal life is to be conformed. Private life. We have a right to private member association, and that's what I call my family. If you would like to be a part of the House of Little, my private member association I call my family, I will gladly accept. This is the only contract you need. Any signatures? Sorry. Don't want nothing to do with it. That's Constitution. You can make up your own. Understand this. Submit it, and when it's not rebutted, it's law. But make sure when you do this, you're reasonable and logical about it. Because if you're going to follow by your own Constitution and then sit there and proclaim to be some driver's license carrying citizen of a state or a nation, you're trying to follow two masters. You can't do it. That's what this is all about. I'm tired of trying to figure out which master I'm supposed to follow, people. They ain't mine. God bless. Hey, if it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be here. God bless y'all. Love you. That's all I got.